guys? Holding hands with you. Here bringing you Black Clover review 173. It's titled The Final Battle at the Clover Castle. This chapter was really good. It was just a build-up chapter, but it was one of those good build-up chapters. You know what I'm saying? That had action in it at the same time, and info drop. For one, we got all the elves, going to the main castle of the Clover Kingdom to invade it. And while that's going on, we have the continuation of Yami talking to Fedrel about his brother is leading the charge and going over there and stuff like that, and he's shocked about his little brother, leading the charge and being one of those reincarnated elves and stuff. And then we get something very interesting. After all this, we get this one panel where Fedrel and Lingris, their parents, the father and the mother, is in front of the king of the Clover Kingdom, and they begging him for forgiveness. And supposedly the rumor is their son's a traitor, and he is, but not by force. But they don't sense the situation, so they believe he's a traitor. And the king is like, that doesn't mean nothing. I still can't trust them because of the accusations. And then he says, because of these accusations, I will not let you marry into my bloodline. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I never know, correct me if I'm wrong, but was it ever stated before that Fedrel's brother, Lingris, the younger brother, he was supposed to marry into the king's family? I mean, I know he's their royalty, but I'm not sure if that was ever stated before, so that was new to me. I'm like, wow. And then no more after this incident, but we also get to meet the daughter that he was supposed to marry. She comes in and she asks her dad, for forgiveness and forgive them and stuff like that, but the king is, of course, in a very bad mood because of this. Then someone barges in saying that we have knights attacking the city, and the king got really upset and says, get out and let the knights deal with the knights, something along that line, of like, this doesn't concern me, gets the knights to do it. Then we shift over to another group of knights in the Clover Kingdom that you have to go through them for you to get into the castle of the Clover Kingdom. Excuse me for the music in the background and stuff. That's my office is where I do my anime reviews. It's not that far outside from my cousin's garage. It's like right next door, so. But so forgive me for the music. But if you hear any music or whatever in the background. But yeah, I didn't know that information about that the princess, the king's youngest daughter, that princess, she was supposed to marry Lingris. That I did not know. So that was something new. I'm not sure that was stated before, but it's nice to know, because if he's married into the family, then that potentially gives him a shot of being the king, or giving his child a shot to be the king, which we already seen his attitude before he got reincarnated into an elf. So imagine, that'd be a worse king than the king we have now. So, but yeah, other than that, we also get the knights outside. They are fighting with the elves. They're trying to invade, and the elves are dominating them easily. Until Yami shows up with Fedrel, and everybody just turned real quick at them and was like, "Oh, let's get them." So you got Yami fighting with them and whatever, attempted to fight, but before they get to attempt to fight with Yami and Fedrel, this huge slash wave just comes down and chops them down. Not all of them, but some of them get hit by it. And it's Jack the Ripper, the captain from the Green Mantis squad. He comes in and he's saving the day, and he told Yami, you can't take all the fun and glory and stuff like that. And you have him and Yami going back and forth with words, competing against these guys. And we also got some dialogue from Fedrel saying even with two captains together, they're having a hard time taking these guys down. and the guys they fighting are not even the top tier elves. So imagine. Even though, granted, Yami did get that epic fight from Rose, so he's tired. And the Green Mantis captain, we don't know what he was doing, Jack. So, because they both came into this fight tired anyway. So, we don't know what they can do if they were at 100% fighting these guys. They probably could just finalize them easily. But yeah, that was basically the end of the chapter with that going on and them fighting, and the Green Mantis captain just doing like this epic death slash on someone. So, but yeah, that was technically, that whole part was that there's the ending, and yeah, like I said, it was a lot of build up and info drop, really. And I can't wait to see if like Lingers, if like him and his brother are gonna fight again, because they did mention, you know, it was brought to the king's attention in the first half of the chapter that he lost control in the tournament and almost killed his brother. So will we get a rematch? And if we do, how is Finwell gonna win? I mean, he can barely compete against his brother the first time. He had help. So is he gonna fight him again with help again? Or would he unlock some type of new power while fighting him and defeat him? It's really good right now, because the way this is set up, this can go down either way. They can either 1v1 each other, or one of the captains can help him fight him, or they can like possibly not fight at all. Who knows? Maybe Asta will come down and fight him instead, and Finwell will be support. Or Finwell will fight his younger brother, but Asta will be his support. Or Vanessa, somebody even else from the Black Bulls. But yeah, this was a very great chapter. Again, it was a build-up chapter, but it did a really good build-up, and it was still bring that action. And again, we're in the final, phases of this arc, so I'll probably say we have about like probably 5 or 6 chapters left, maybe, hopefully anyway. But yeah, tell me your thoughts, comments, and opinions below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of the chapter. If you read the chapter, read it again. Very good chapter. If you haven't read it, I advise you to go read it. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.